Milo has a new show. Have you seen it? Thanks for watching. Today, I'm going to discuss my review of The Milo Show. It's a 1-hour show that debuts January 29th, and it runs at 1 o'clock West Coast time. It is 1 hour audio and video, and it's less than $5 a month, so that's a pretty good deal. So who is Milo? Milo Yiannopoulos is a best-selling author. He's a lecturer. He's toured the country speaking about social issues at college campuses. And he's a provocateur. He really knows how to stir things up, and he's very good at it. So I live in Portland, and I've asked people about Milo if they've seen his show or if they're familiar with who he is. And more often than not, I get responses that he is terrible. Oh, I hate him. He's the worst. And I usually respond with, oh, have you read any of his articles? Have you seen him talk or anything? And 100% of the people that are not fans of his that I have met have never read anything he's written and have never seen him talk. And that's really interesting as to form an opinion without looking at something for yourself. Seems a rather strange way to form an opinion, right? But first, let me go over what you may have heard about Milo. Probably the biggest thing is he was kicked off Twitter, right? For being a terrible racist or something like that. Well, let me take a look at the tweet here and see what he said. Okay. Wait a minute. Is Solomon sitting by a white woman? Hashtag, I'm gonna F him up. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Who's this Solomon that they're talking about here? Turns out that Solomon was the character in 12 Years a Slave, and it was portrayed by the actor Chiwetel Ejiofor, and he was seen at some awards show with his then girlfriend, Sari Mercer, a white lady. And I can see tweeting about this, wait a minute, is Solomon sitting by a white woman? Hashtag, I'm gonna F him up? That sounds like a threat. That's terrible. That's terribly racist. But Milo didn't tweet that. That was tweeted by Leslie Jones. And you're probably thinking, that's a terrible racist tweet. I'm sure she apologized and deleted it. No, she didn't. It's still on her Twitter today, as of this filming. Along with a lot of terribly racist things that you can read for yourself on her Twitter account. Now let's look at what Milo actually tweeted about Leslie Jones. At least the new Ghostbusters has a hot guy in it. I would be happy if anyone called me hot anything, but that's just me. Or maybe that's not your style of comedy. Maybe you don't even consider that comedy. It's very shock jockey, right? And while shock jocks aren't for everyone, right? Howard Stern is been one of the biggest people in media ever, and that's been his shtick for 30 years, right? But let's talk about the show. So he's been previewing this on YouTube, his 1-hour program, and I've seen a number of the episodes. And so far, he's done a really good job. First, let me talk about the set. Visually, this is a great program for the one person sitting in front of the microphone style shows. He has the brightest, most fun set that I've seen. He sits on a throne. How fabulous is that? Next to a big picture of himself. How camp, right? We have the same microphone, although his is bedazzled with diamonds. He's always dressed very fashionably. His hair looks great. But what about the show, right? Well, in the show, he talks about current events, things that are going on, social issues, hot topics in the news, and whatnot, and his fabulous take on them. Now, if you've never seen Milo perform, I'm going to leave a link to a video. This one is called Computers Can Now Have Gaydar, and it's only 4 minutes, and that will give you an idea of what his show's about. I do have a few suggestions. I think I would like a end of the week best of show where you take the best moments from each day and just condense them down into one show. I think that would be great. And second, it would be nice if Milo had a teleprompter so that when he was reading an article, he could be looking at the camera. But that's just me. Now, is the show for me? I'm probably not the demographic that he's looking for. I believe that a lot of the topics skew younger than what I'm interested in. But he is the most famous person that's ever liked one of my replies on Twitter, so I'll give him that. But what do you think? Have you seen the Milo Show? Are you looking forward to his new program? Let me know in the comments. Peace. Thanks for watching the video. You can help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers by subscribing and hitting that like button. Thanks. Peace.